Here is a Carrier International Series air conditioner. This is a 9000 BTU model. It's 110 volts, or 115 volts as it says. It's from 1990, so it's one of the later ones. And the model number is 51GMB009111B. I do have the cover for this somewhere, I don't know where it is right now, but I don't have the sleeve, which is a problem. This is a massive unit for a 9000. The fan bearings are in exceptionally good condition. Must be a ball bearing motor perhaps. So this one is a 17-inch height, and not having the sleeve plus the additional size, really no viable place to install this other than here in the garage in that window, because I could build some kind of a frame off the bottom of the deck to support it and hang it that way, because I don't think I could install it anywhere else in the house because the windows just aren't large enough to accommodate the height of this. So it's in pretty bad shape as far as cleanliness is concerned. The coils are filthy. The back is all rusted out. Not anywhere near as bad as the one upstairs, but they're definitely it's getting there. And the compressor, the information is all painted over. It's not the Toshiba one, it's the other one that these shipped with. I don't recall at this moment what it is. Let's see here. The condenser is in decent shape, you know, up until like maybe a half an inch or so up it starts to get bad, but it's still fairly integral, so it might not be as bad as it looks. It's really the pans that rusted out on these more so than the components. You know, the compressor mount is still fine, and all that stuff at least. It's pretty warm in here today. It's 79 degrees. So this will be under decent load. Should give us a good idea of the performance. Everything was painted on here. The cord is painted, the condenser is painted, and I'm pretty sure this was just like they hired someone to paint the house and they did that. It was some, sloppy. Alright, the timer sounds like it's either working or broken. Oh, where's that kilowatt meter? I wanted to connect that. The timer pulls 3.1 watts, 0.03 amps, and has a power factor of 0.79. Not sure if that's working or not. Certainly doesn't sound too happy if it is. Alright, let's go ahead and start off with the low fan. I don't know how this is only a 9000. This moves a tremendous amount of air. Medium, high. There's like no difference. Is there any difference? It doesn't seem right. Huh. Ugh. What a freak show. The knob just broke. No, not to worry. I have another one. Why not? worry, the condenser has no airflow whatsoever. Not good. Not good. And that doesn't seem like it broke. Oh yeah, it's split. Alright, I'll fix that. Maybe I'll fix it with some hot. So this is confusing to me. Is there any difference? 0.73, 0.75, 0.88. So there is a difference between medium and high, but low and medium are pretty much the same. I really can't detect any difference in the RPMs whatsoever. Alright, let's start the compressor up and see if it's got any gas. It's got some gas in there. Yeah, actually it's getting a little bit cold. Alright, it's showing some promise. I gotta give it a minute to let the head pressure go down. I'll go grab the temperature thing in the meantime. That timer would have to get disconnected. That's kind of annoying. I wouldn't use it here in the garage anyways. Alright, so our ambient is about 77 right now. Head pressure is building, but it seems like it's going very slowly. It's cooling, but not very much. Yeah, there is zero condenser whatsoever, so that's just plugged. I could definitely have caused some damage over the years. My thermometer says 79 in here, and it's outputting 67, so it is starting to cool, but definitely not anywhere near what it should be. The condenser is hot. It's hot all the way through, but it's coming back a little bit cool, but not what it needs to be. This just seems like a lot more than the 9,000, and I would say this is a 12. it's doing its thing. We'll let it sit for a little while and we'll come back and see what it's up to in a few minutes. It's been running for a few minutes now. The compressor sounds pretty reasonable, but I'm not super impressed. We're getting 61 out of it in 78 degree room. So that's like delta 17. It should be more towards delta 20. But it's only rated for 7.1 amps and it's pulling 7. So the head pressure, because of the block condenser, has got to be through the roof, because it's running at pretty much full rated spec, which is like worst case scenario. So does it feel cold? It's definitely cooling, but you know, I'm very familiar with these machines and this is not what I would expect. I would expect colder. So I think it has the potential to work, but we have to we got to clean the coils and try again. I'll stall the fan for a minute and you're going to see how high the head pressure goes real quick. Watch the power draw and listen to the sounds. You can hear it labor almost instantly. That's the temperature I would expect, like 50 something, but so I think it needs a good coil cleaning before we say if this is going to work or not. See, now it's at 4.5, so the head pressure's got to be through the roof. So I'm going to clean the coils and then we'll revisit it. If the performance improves, then we'll think about installing it here in the garage. The other factor to consider is that this is only rated for 9,000 BTU and the airflow is pretty strong. So if it's only supposed to output 9,000, we're probably not going to get the coldest air because the air is moving so fast. So we'll see. We'll clean the coils, which are both condenser and evaporator, absolutely filthy. And then we'll test it again and see how the performance changes. There's definitely gas in there. I think we just have a coil cleanliness issue.